Hello, and welcome to my introduction via VoiceThread, which happens to also be my first experience using VoiceThread. My name is Simone Boucher-Harris, and the following slides will provide an overview of my personal and professional interests, background, and endeavors. This is a picture of my husband Eric and I, the last time we were in Paris, which was in 2015. I am a notoriously bad selfie, or USSI picture in this case, taker. So the fact that most of both of our heads are in is a measure of success for me. This is my daughter Celia, who just recently turned 18, and I'm so proud of her. She is such a great kid and seems to have such a clear vision and path of purpose in what she wants to do in life, which I'm super impressed by because I am still trying to find my way in my 40s. This is my son Owen, who is almost 13. As you can see, he is a Boy Scout and actually just left to go on a camp out. He is a fun-loving, big reader, loves Legos, still very much a kid, but I see the beginnings of those teen years, so I'm enjoying his sweetness while it lasts. This image from Pixabay represents one of my favorite hobbies, which is playing soccer. So I still get to enjoy playing at least once a week, sometimes more when the weather is nice and my schoolwork and work life and family life permit it. This Pixabay image also represents another hobby I have, which is yoga, which I go to a class once a week, and it has really helped me to sort of maintain a little bit more balance in my life. I can be a bit of a workaholic, and so this is a good reminder to go slowly, and usually I have it the day after I play soccer, so it really helps me stretch out my sore old muscles. And here is another Pixabay image that shows a final hobby of mine, which is reading. Pleasure reading, really. However, in the midst of the school year, and especially when I'm a student myself, much of my reading time is allotted to academic reading, but I really do enjoy learning as well, so it's a good thing I like to read. So this word cloud sums up the places that I have lived and learned in my lifetime with pretty broad strokes, but I grew up in Dallas, Texas, and then I went to the University of Texas at Austin and received my BA in French. I was fortunate enough to study abroad in Nantes, France during that time through the IES Abroad program and lived with a beautiful family while I was there. After leaving Austin, my husband and I lived in Missoula, Montana for 3 years, which was gorgeous, but way too cold. And now we live in Silver Spring, Maryland, and I am currently pursuing my master's in education with a focus on instructional technology leadership from UNUC. You'll see a couple of other places. I spent some summers, Portland and San Miguel de Allende, but these are the big places that I have lived and learned. So this image of the Eiffel Tower that I took the last time I was fortunate enough to visit Paris is more of a reflection of what I do for a living. I am in my 5th year as a high school French teacher working for Montgomery County Public Schools. Before that, I worked as an early childhood educator for about 10 years, which worked out really well with my children's schedule as they were young. So I love teaching high school French. It lets me continue with the language that I love and continue to promote learning and speaking of this beautiful language and learning of cultures. And despite my Paris-centric photo, I really do work hard to expose my students to all of the Francophone world and just how expansive and awesome and amazing that it is. So this slide just really underscores what I think are the critical components to 21st century learning. And I really try to bring this to my students as they experience the content and engage with technology and with the global Francophone community, pushing themselves, taking risks, and learning what it is to be a 21st century citizen and ethical conduct, etc. And I do this through modeling that behavior for them, and also in my own educational endeavors and through my collaborations with colleagues and sharing of information. So this is just kind of a reminder of my role as guide and coach and teacher and learner and model and collaborator and colleague, and my own place in this 21st century, and the skills and the know-how that one needs to have in order to really excel in the modern era. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to perhaps hearing your comments on this voice thread, and certainly learning and getting to collaborate with all of you.